All right. Hi, everybody. This is Rob West with irobwest.com, and what I wanted to do is do a quick presentation for you, and I want to let you know right off the bat that this presentation is going to be something that is not only going to be helpful to you, but hopefully you can share with others and it will help them as well. And this presentation is going to be about is it's going to be how to be more positive. And I want to let you know that I myself am not always 100% positive, but I sure try to be, and nobody is really 115 or 20% positive, but this presentation is what I'm going to give you is 6 powerful tips that you can follow that'll actually help you to be more positive. Okay, and for the first tip, what I'd like to focus on is, and this is just something you can do, is you can let go of any negative responders. In other words, if somebody's talking to you and asks you a question, or you just simply say these words. These are basic words that you want to encourage you to try and let go of, like I can't. That's a word you want to try not to use, or I could never. You may be saying these words now, or another word might be it's impossible. You've heard that word before, and really there's nothing that's impossible. Or simply, it won't work. So I want to encourage you, try to let go of using those negative words because they really won't serve you. Another one is no way. As far as there's no way you could do that in applying to yourself. So let go of negative responders or words if you can. And another thing for tip 2 is you want to use positive responders. Use positive words because these words really have power. Somebody asks you how you're doing, you can say fantastic. And even if you don't really feel 100% fantastic, you can just say you feel fantastic and you'll be surprised how that'll make you feel. You can also say you're wonderful, or you can say great, or you can say beautiful. Or you know what, my friend Tito Kang over at TitoKang.com, he's like a positive mental incredible Dr. Seuss. He even come up with his own word. You can make your own word like he did. You've heard the word prodigious, and if you visit his site, you're going to see that word there. Well, he come up with his own word. It's bandigious, and I think that's a great word. So I want to encourage you to come up with your own positive word, if you can. Tip number 3 is quit complaining. Everybody seems to complain, and I do this myself sometimes, but it's just something you can try to do. Is just quit complaining about some things that, like the weather. You can't control the weather. Try to embrace the weather and just enjoy it. If it's raining, enjoy the rain. And, another thing, complaining about the government. How many people do that? I've done that myself. Or, the economy. We can't really control the economy. Some of these things are really uncontrollables. Or your job. You may not like your job that well, but I want to encourage you, try to quit complaining about your job. Just look into the future and see what your future holds for you. Maybe that'll help you. Or here's a big one, other people. It's very easy to complain about other people. And so on the next tip number 4 is try not to gripe. And this may sound almost like tip number 3, but it's a little bit different, and I'll show you what I mean. Personal problems. You may have some personal stuff. People really don't want to hear about your personal problems or hear you gripe about it because everybody has enough personal problems of their own, sufficient to the day. So your appearance, you can't control your eyes. What color your eyes are, unless you want to wear contact lenses that change, or your height. That would be a good one. You can't control that, so don't gripe about how tall you are, how short you are, or where you live. Try not to complain or gripe about where you live, because you can really make a difference in where you're living. Your bank account, don't complain about your bank account. Do something for your bank account. Grow a business, start a business. Your family, how many people complain about their family? Everybody can do this. Everybody has that somebody in their family they don't like. So these are just tips here that kind of help you, and they're just suggestions. Okay. Tip number 5 is substitute a positive word. So in other words, instead of saying something like infuriated, you can change that for the word peeved. I don't know if that's a great example, but here's another one. Stupid. You can change that word. Instead of saying the word stupid, you can use the word that's unwise. And what these examples are doing is basically giving you examples to try to just exchange, just get you thinking about the words that we're using and how they're powerful in our life. Ignorant, get rid of that word and try and use the word unlearned. You know, think about the words that you're using and see if you can plus them or make them better. Here's another one that's tough. Some people say the word retarded, and that can be very offensive to some people. And this is just an example again, because some people may have mentally challenged relatives, and it can be offensive if you use that word. So think about how can we change. We can use the word mentally challenged. So this is just an example again. You can, instead of saying sucks, you can say that's bad. So like I said, these are not really specific or anything like that, just really just to kind of give you an idea and get you thinking about those words. And okay, and number 6 tip is no dirty mouth. Really, I'm talking about profanity or cuss words like that. Try not to use cuss words, and it's a it's just not attractive, really, if you think about it. And if you have said some cuss words, I'm not saying you're not attractive. I'm just saying, really, if you think about it, it's really not that attractive to use profanity or cuss words. And reason is it can cause negative feelings in other people and even in yourself. You'd be amazed how much that it'll help you if you do curse a lot or whatever. If you stop doing that, then you'll be amazed at how much it will actually help you and how you feel. Another thing, it could, like I said before, it could be offensive. So we don't want to be offensive to people. And also, it's a bad habit, because once you get started, it's really, really hard to quit. Okay? And then finally, it makes you look stupid. But here's what we're going to do. Let's not say stupid. Let's just say uneducated. Let's just exchange that word. You can use a different word, but it makes you look not smart. There's, just try and change up a word there too for an example. And also I want to put in a number 7 bonus tip for you. And this bonus tip is going to be that most of the people in this world look at their glass like it's half empty, and there's some people, that look at their glass like it's half full. I'm talking about mentalities here. And then there's some people who are just really off the charts, and they say, who drank half my drink? Those are the really bad people. We can't help them, but what we want to ask ourselves is, how can I help others get a full glass? And that when you begin to ask yourself that question, you can make a huge impact in your circle of influence. And so I just want to encourage you to practice these 6 tips every day. And like I said, they're just tips. They're just tips that can help you, and hopefully if you find them helpful, and you can share them with your friends and maybe review this again. And I want to encourage you to visit irobwest.com and take a look at some of the other videos I got for you, and hopefully they'll help you. And comment back on me on the videos and let me know what you think. I really appreciate your time. I want to say thank you for watching, and have a super blessed day.